Well, speaking of hot, you're going to see a lot more of Drew Pearson right here on Channel 8 this football season. For Drew Pearson Live, he's going to break down his predictions for the games alongside celebrity guests and other former Cowboys players. So we're going to talk a little football with Drew.
Right,
we get a
Jane.
sneak preview this morning. Okay, so as a reporter, I covered 2 Cowboys Super Bowls, and it looks like to me, football expert here, that they have all the pieces in place. Is anything less than a Super Bowl a victory this year?
You know, Jane, that's what we've been talking about. As a matter of fact, you've been to 2. A lot of these Cowboys haven't been to any, so it's about time they get going, right?
It's been almost 25 years.
Yes, it's been 25, and so I think they're due, and I think they built this team the right way, structure of rookie players, young players, and veteran players, and mixed that together, and hopefully they got the right mix to make it work this year.
Okay, the big news this week was Zeke.
Yeah.
He's now the highest paid running back in the league.
Yeah.
Did Jerry have any choice on that? And if so, why do you wait so long?
You know, he had a lot of choice because simply the fact that Zeke was still under contract. He had a couple years left. They can stand out to 4 years. So he really didn't have to do anything. He had the ball in his corner, the money in his corner, and everything. So Zeke was just hoping that Jerry would understand his value to the team and compensate him that way, and he certainly did with $90 million.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Not bad at all.
That's not a bad way to say I like you.
Right.
So Zeke's going to have the best offensive line in football, right?
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
All right.
And that's by design. Okay, the Cowboys planned to have that offensive line in place because they knew what they had behind that line. And Zeke, he led the league in rushing for 2 years in the NFL. So that line is very important to the success of the running game.
But for a lot of people who thought, okay, we got Zeke now, we got that out of the way. Now we face Amari and Dak.
Yeah.
Both of them have contracts coming up, right?
Yeah, they're both in situations where they can renegotiate, get extensions or whatever, and so we'll see what happens with that. The thing about that, they're 2 guys that aren't going to create any problems, okay? They're going to play with whatever contract they have in place right now, and Amari shouldn't be that upset. I understand he's going to make $13 million this year, which is not that bad. Places him at least in the top 10 of wide receivers. So where do you go from that? But Jerry eventually will take care of them as well.
When you were playing, did you ever dream of that kind of money?
No, Jane. You know, my first year salary in the NFL was $14,500. My signing bonus was $150. I got my signing bonus in cash, 720s and a 10. That's how I got my signing bonus. But, you know, back in the day, we fought for what these guys are getting now. My 11-year career, I was on strike 4 times. In '82, we had a work stoppage where we missed 6 games off our career to get the owners in the league to respect the players and the players' union, and we're seeing the result of that now.
So they and we can all say a big thank you to you guys.
Yeah, amen.
Who came ahead of them. Okay, we talked about offense a lot. The defensive line, what do you think?
Yeah, the defensive line is the strength of that defense, and you know, they had a great season last year, fewest points, yardage, and stuff like that, but they didn't have the turnovers. They add that to the mix, then that defense is going to be a top 5 defense in the NFL, and that says a lot. And you got that defensive line now with the extended pass rush. Now the defensive backs back there can take some chances and things like that. And when you take chances and things like that, then you create turnovers and interceptions. And when you create turnovers and interceptions, you create small fields, short fields for the offense to work with.
Okay, so I want you to stack up how you think that they stack up against their big opponents and also in the division.
Yeah, it's tough. The division's tough, okay? No team has won back-to-back NFC East division titles in I don't know how many years, 9 years or so. So the Cowboys are in a position to do that. But the Eagles stand large, and then we open up with the New York Giants and after that the Redskins. But as far as the NFC and the league is concerned, the New Orleans Saints, the New England Patriots, I think there are 2 favorites.
Sunday. Give us your prediction.
Oh, the Cowboys going to win. You know, in the first of the week, I was really fired up. If somebody asked me my prediction, I said 38-20. But since I've settled down a little, I'm going to say 23-17 Dallas victory.
Okay, you've been to the Super Bowl. Any advice you'd give for the boys?
Oh, yeah, just take one game at a time, one play at a time, and make it work, compound those things. Coach Landry used to say it's not just to win one game, but you turn that one victory into another victory, that victory into another victory. Now you got something going, and I think this team can do that.
All right. Drew and I have known each other for, gosh, longer than I want to talk
Yeah,
about
don't
here.
say
More
that.
than
No
20
age.
years. So anyway, it's great to see you. Great to have you on the show this
Right
morning.
on.
And we can now see Drew every week on Drew Pearson Live right here on Channel 8. Who will be on the show with him? What can they expect? Find out when you watch Drew Pearson Live right here on Channel 8. You can catch the original number 88 right here on Channel 8 for the NFL pregame show every Sunday at 11:30 in the morning.
All right.
You contact Brady and Quinn.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. It's so good to have you here. Okay.